Dr. Diesel back at you. I want to talk about the importance of dial indicators and several uses of dial indicators in the automotive and diesel world. These are V-blocks. Very, very important when you take a camshaft out of your car or the crankshaft that you do not lay it directly down on the floor or on a table, because these shafts will bend. You can stand them on their end, vertically standing up, and then wire them to a table. You'd never want to have one that's standing vertical fall over on the floor, because that also can bend the shaft. So when shafts are taken out at Amarillo College on our training aid in our labs, we're putting the cam and the cranks in V-blocks. V-blocks can be made out of steel, they can be made out of wood. We have a combination of either one depending on the size of the crank. Camshafts and crankshafts have to be measured. This is an ASE test question. These are the bearing journals and these are the lobes of the cam. So we want to put our shaft in a V-block on our journals of our shaft, our main journals, main bearings journals on a crankshaft, or the 5 cam bearing journals on a cam. We're wanting to always set the dial indicator up in the center of the shaft on the middle journal. This is another ASE test question. I'll say, in this picture, what are we checking? What we're checking for is bend in this shaft, which the specification is no more than 1/1000th of an inch if you're going to reuse this shaft. If it's over that, we replace the shaft, or if it's a forged steel item, a machine shop can normally straighten it. We also can, so we will set this up and then we will turn it, and we will be looking for something that reads on the gauge more than 1/1000th of an inch. I've checked this one while I was on the other side of it setting it up, and it does not have over 1/1000th run out in it, so it would be reusable. We'll do that a little bit more. A dial indicator can also be used to check the lift and the duration of a cam lobe. So we'll move it over to a cam lobe, which opens the valves, and how long the valve is open. So we'll set it on the base of the cam. The base, there's a base and the lift. So we're putting on the base circle of the cam, which is right here where there is no lift, and you would zero out the gauge. And then after you zeroed out the gauge, you would rotate it to see what the lift is. The duration is the top part of the lobe, how long the valve is held open, and then go back to where we started onto the base circle again. And the base circle, that would tell you how much lift each lobe has. This lobe here, if you can zoom in on it, has a lot of wear. So this lobe compared to this lobe would read considerably different. A lot of this thing, a machinist can visualize and just check visually to see whether we need to replace the lobe. This is a lobe that's definitely pitted, worn out, and starting to come apart. So dial indicators can be used for checking backlash in gears. They can be checked for shafts. They can be checked for in-play of a crankshaft, which is very important to dial in when you're assembling the engine. So I hope this little demonstration and has helped you and helps you understand the importance of and how to use a dial indicator.